Hello everyone, my name is King Sloth. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today is a bit of a history one again. It's Operation Trident, which is about the Indo Pakistan War in 1971, and it's involving the Indian Navy as it attacks Karachi. This is an animated video. I'm not too sure how it goes. It's something that you've sent in, but we'll see what it's all about. For those who don't know me, my name's Sloth. I was in the British Army for just under 7 years before transferring across to the Royal Air Force. Now I do reaction videos over on YouTube from different countries all around the world. I just love learning people's cultures, and I love meeting all you people and speaking to all you people from around the world. If you are new, we aim for 10 likes in every video. Just hit the like button, get the job done. Comment down below what you want me to react to next. As you can tell, this is a video someone sent in, so it's on the list. It gets added. I'll react to it. Subscribe. We're aiming for 4K by the end of the year. Let's get the job done. Make sure you also have notifications turned on, because videos do go up now 2-3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday and Friday I aim to get a video uploaded, not including the video logs that go up every now and then. But you are interested in this, you're interested in reactions, so let's get into it.
1:40 p.m. on the 3rd of December 1971, the Pakistani Navy submarine PNS Hangul is lying in wait just outside the harbour of Bombay on India's west coast, when its powerful sonar picks up multiple surface contacts heading directly for the submarine's location.
Start
As
panicking.
the targets close on Hangul's position, it becomes evident to Commander Ahmed Tasneem that India's Western Naval Fleet is sortying in force.
Where the fuck are you going?
India and Pakistan are on the brink of an all-out war, and Commander Tasneem has a decision to make. Although hostilities could commence at any minute, neither nation has made the first move yet.
If you make the first
If Tasneem
move,
decides
you're
to
to
attack
blame.
the
Oh my
oblivious
god.
Indian naval vessels, it will ignite a war. Hangul dives to a depth of 130 feet, while a furious argument breaks out aboard the hidden submarine. Some of Commander Tasneem's subordinates urge him to attack the enemy vessels, while others plead with him to wait for an official declaration of war.
Yeah, because you
Ultimately,
can't make that
Tasneem
decision.
decides to wait, and the Indian Western Fleet
I agree
sails
with that.
overhead without incident and leaves the area by 3 a.m.
You just report it upwards, but like this,
Unbeknownst
the
to
amount of
Commander
ships
Tasneem,
moved.
the
I agree
Indian
with
Navy is on their way to launch Operation Trident, a surprise attack to cripple Pakistan's largest port of Karachi.
that. Oh shit. Okay.
This mission will be one of the opening salvos in the Third Indo Pakistan War. Following the end of World War II, the United Kingdom withdrew from its imperial possession in the Indian subcontinent, which was partitioned into two nations, India and Pakistan.
Okay.
The traumatic partition caused tension between majority Hindu India and majority Muslim Pakistan, who frequently clashed over border disputes.
Yeah. Who owns what
The
lands?
two
Yeah.
nations have already gone to war twice with inconclusive results, first in 1947 and then in 1965. Now a new
Jesus,
crisis
man.
has engulfed the region, which once again brings India and Pakistan to the verge of open conflict. Pakistan comprises two separate but large enclaves,
Yeah.
West Pakistan, which
Yeah.
dominates
West,
the
east,
government,
and west.
and East Pakistan, which is neglected by the central government. Tired of being treated as second-class citizens, pro-autonomy parties in East Pakistan win an absolute majority in the 1970 general elections.
Become independent, I
However,
believe.
West Pakistan refuses to grant more autonomy and initiates a brutal crackdown in East Pakistan. Between 300,000
That was
and 3
Operation
million are
Searchlight.
killed in the ensuing 8
Yeah.
months, while Bengal rebels launch a war for independence. Led by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, India openly supports the Bengal rebels in their quest for independence from West Pakistan.
To help out.
However, a massive influx of over 10 million refugees from East Pakistan soon overwhelms India's fragile economy, leading Prime Minister Gandhi to beg the United Nations for assistance. After months of fruitless negotiations, Gandhi turns to her last resort, using the Indian military to eject the West Pakistani military from the region.
Get
On
them
the
out to
28th
killing
of April
everyone.
1971, the Prime Minister orders her nation's generals to prepare for war, and India mobilizes its military. Pakistan responds in kind, and by late November, war between the two nations is seen as inevitable. It is under these tense conditions that planning for Operation
There's a lot.
Trident,
Yeah.
the
There's a
surprise
lot of
attack
tension
on
between
Karachi,
different countries,
is
especially
carried
like
out
that.
in extreme
War on
secrecy.
borders constantly. It's gonna happen.
At 12:15 a.m. on the 3rd of December, A massive explosion is seen outside the Indian naval base at Visakhapatnam on the eastern side of the country. This was the Pakistani submarine PNS Ghazi, which had been tasked with hunting down the pride of the Indian Navy, the aircraft carrier INS Vikrant. While waiting for Vikrant
So Pakistan
to leave the harbour,
drew the
Ghazi
first sword.
exploded under unknown circumstances, which are still not understood to this day. At 5:40,
If a submarine attacks the pride and joy of India, pride and joy of India's navy, and then mysteriously explodes, it sounds a bit suspicious
the
to me.
AM, just 2.5 hours after Commander Tasneem and PNS Hangul let the Indian Western Fleet leave Bombay, the Pakistan Air Force launches preemptive strikes against Indian air bases. The war has begun.
Yes,
In the afternoon
Yeah, so
of the 4th
Pakistan-
of December 1971, 5 ships of the Indian
So
Navy
they let it
are
slide
holding
originally
position
and then
just
decided,
off the
"Joe, we're gonna
Kathiawar
blow up their
Peninsula
navy
in
anyway."
northwest
Lol.
India, when Squadron Commander Babru Ban Yadav orders the vessels to get underway. The small fleet moves northwest in an arrowhead formation, parallel to the coastline. Shortly thereafter, they rendezvous with the tanker INS Poshak, which will accompany them to their destination. This is the Karachi Strike Group, which will carry out Operation Trident. It is composed of 3 Vidyut-class missile boats, the INS Nipat,
blow the
the
fuck
INS
out of anything
Nurgat,
around you.
and the INS Veer. Each of these boats are armed with Soviet-made Styx surface-to-surface missiles with a range of 40 nautical miles.
Staying near the
Escorting
coast.
the vulnerable missile boats are 2 Arnala-class anti-submarine corvettes, INS Kiltan and INS Catchall.
Kiltan and
The plan
Catchall.
is for the strike group to penetrate the defensive perimeter outside Karachi before the missile boats will attack Pakistani warships, shipping and port facilities. As the Karachi
Try and wreck
strike
their
group
economy.
passes the coastal city of Dwarka, INS Catchall halts to patrol the area and provide cover for the task force on its way back from the target later.
Yeah, correct. That's what the
The
right
strike
thing to
group
do
must
in
remain
attack scenario.
250
Yeah.
nautical miles off the Pakistani coast or risk detection by air. However, the Pakistani Air Force does not have night fighting capabilities, and once the sun sets at 6:12 p.m, the missile boats, along with the INS Kiltan, move
Can then
rapidly
turn.
to exploit the precious hours of darkness. By 10:30 p.m, they are now within 70 nautical miles of Karachi, when INS Nipat detects a surface contact 20 miles from their position. Commander
Oh,
Yadav aboard Nipat knows that Pakistan has declared a 75-mile exclusion zone at night time for civilian vessels outside the port of Karachi,
so no, it's
meaning
military.
this contact is almost certainly a Pakistani warship on patrol. This is the PNS Khyber, a battle-class destroyer which has detected the
Jesus.
surface group and is rapidly closing the distance with missile boats.
Oh my god.
Almost immediately, INS Kiltan's radar detects another large unidentified target at a range of 36 nautical miles. Commander Yadav acts decisively and orders the missile boats to acquire the targets on radar. At 10:40 p.m, the INS Nurgat achieves lock on PNS Khyber and launches a Styx missile.
Just trying
The
to hit it.
Styx is a quintessential Soviet design, with simple analog electronics and a reliable rocket booster while packing 1,000 pounds of high explosives. Khyber's lookouts spot the incoming missile at 10:45 p.m, and the warship goes to action stations.
Oh,
Thinking the
Jesus.
missile is actually an Indian aircraft, the crew engages the Styx with Bofors anti-aircraft guns, but it is already far too late.
That's it. It's already,
Seconds
yeah.
later, the missile impacts the destroyer's starboard side, demolishing the electrician's mess deck and causing one of the boilers to explode. Khyber loses
dead in the
all
water.
power and
Yeah,
is
he's dead in
plunged
the
into
water.
darkness, now a sitting duck. A distress call is sent out to Pakistani naval headquarters.
Please help.
Enemy aircraft attacked ship. Number 1 boiler hit. Ship stopped. Despite having been warned by PNS Hangul that the Indian Navy is out at sea, Pakistan's naval leadership is caught completely by surprise, and their reaction is slow.
So they knew that they're already out there.
Commander Yadav
Right.
now orders a second Styx to be fired at Khyber at a range of 17 nautical miles. The missile streaks through the night sky and is once again picked up by Pakistani lookouts.
You can see it, but you can't
Bofors
move.
guns try to bring it down, but the missile strikes the starboard side at 10:50 p.m, this time destroying the second boiler room.
You fucked.
Khyber is now doomed as fires cause ammunition to explode, further wrecking the ship.
Yeah, you gotta just get off.
She will sink an hour later, taking 222 sailors with her.
Oh my god.
The Karachi strike group now turns its attention to two large surface contacts, which prove to be cargo vessel MV Venus Challenger and its escort, the destroyer PNS Shah Jahan.
But they still think
INS
it's a plane.
Nipat fires two Styx missiles, one at Venus Challenger and one at Shah Jahan. At this time, Nipat picks up one of the priority targets on radar, the Kamari oil storage tanks in Karachi. She picks up speed and closes within 18 nautical miles.
We'll start hitting the actual targets
ready to deliver
meant to hit
strike.
originally.
Meanwhile, the Nipat's first missile hits Venus Challenger directly amidships. Venus Challenger is a British cargo vessel chartered by the Pakistani military to carry ammunition, and the deadly cargo explodes in a massive fireball, breaking the ship in two and sending it to the bottom within 8 minutes.
Jesus.
Seconds later, the Nipat's other Styx strikes the PNS Shah Jahan, causing catastrophic damage. The ship does not sink, but is instead left a burning hulk. Aboard Nipat, Commander Yadav
That's what I mean, so
another
like,
Styx, this time targeting
Pakistan
the oil
still
tanks
think
at Karachi.
the radio frequency still
While
says
the
they're looking
first
for
is
a
en
plane.
route, he orders his fourth Styx to be launched as well, but it misfires and cartwheels into the sea without damaging anything. The Styx already in flight strikes the oil tanks, causing two of them to explode. The fires from the oil tanks will burn for another 2 days.
God.
At 11:20 PM, INS Veer detects the Pakistani minesweeper PNS Muhavitz, which is moving in to pick up survivors from the Khyber.
We're gonna hit that
Veer
too.
fires a single Styx missile, which flies through the sky towards Muhavitz.
Just hitting
Pakistani
everything.
crewmen aboard the minesweeper spot a bright light heading directly for their wooden vessel, but there
Oh,
is
for
nothing they
God's
can do.
sake. No, they're fucked.
The Styx impacts the port side, causing the wooden hull to instantly disintegrate. There is not even enough time for the surviving crewmen to put out a distress call.
No, it's dead. It's a wooden ship.
During
They're
the
fucked.
engagement, INS Nurgat had been forced to break off by the Khyber's approach, and could not catch up in time to take part in the attack. At 11:25 PM, Nurgat reports that a Pakistani reconnaissance aircraft has detected them. The commander of the task force, Commodore Rower, orders his ships to close the distance and launch one last attack on Karachi's port facilities. However, his radar man reports that all of the other ships in the strike group have become too spread out, and that the Nurgat has already withdrawn. At 11:50 PM, Commodore Rower gives the order to return to port and transmits the message Angar, or Embers, to Admiral Nanda, signalling a successful mission. The Indian vessels split up and head to the nearest friendly port. Not a single sailor has been killed or wounded in Operation Trident.
So the blew up 4 ships and
Trident
some oil
is the
tankers.
first major operation carried out by the Indian Navy since the country became independent, and has been a major success.
That was crazy.
The Pakistani Navy has lost 3 warships and another damaged beyond repair, in addition to the Venus Challenger.
Just let it sink.
The Karachi fuel tanks have been badly damaged, which leads to a temporary fuel shortage for the Pakistani military. To mark this achievement, the 4th of December is now celebrated as Navy Day in India.
Oh wow.
The following day, Pakistan's Air Force retaliates by bombing the Indian missile boat facilities at Oka, but the missile boats had already been moved. The raid does delay further operations.
But they knew it was already going to
While
happen.
Pakistani armed forces around Karachi have now been put on high alert, India plans another strike on their enemy's home port, Operation Python.
Ooh. There you go. There you go. So Operation Trident, in reality, was just, it sounds like a miscommunication on Pakistan's part, to be honest. Pakistan knew that the Indian Navy were out. Correct at the start, the submarines in it didn't shoot. That's what the captain said. We're not going to fire. We don't want to be the first one to pull the sword. Fine, so be it. Let them go. Let them go out to sea. Lost contact with them. Then they send a different submarine to go and attack India's Pride and Joy of the Navy. Blew it up in their own Indian port. And then retreated back to Pakistan. India's Navy was still already out. And they were patrolling in their area. So they went for Karachi originally. But then obviously ships started coming out of nowhere. But I don't understand So they went, it's a plane that's attacked us. So in reality, Pakistan are going to be going, okay, well, we need to send either more planes up or some ships with anti-air. That's it. They weren't thinking of sending bigger shots. They weren't looking for ships. They were looking for planes. And by the time the missile's near you and you can react to it, you're already going to get hit. You're already on your way out. You're already gone. So that, in a way, it seems like India had the better plan, the objective plan set up already. But in reality, also, the original submarine for Pakistan, considering that on the edge of war and most likely knew what was going to happen while the Indian military were going out with that amount of boats. Sorry, they must have known something was going to happen, an operation of some sort, and then they've just sort of left it. They've just left it to go. And now looking back at it, I bet that captain submarine's like, I could have done something. I could have done something right then and there, but didn't. But anyway, it's one of them. Battles are always better to look at in hindsight than what's going on currently. It's been King Sloth. Leave a like, aim for 10 likes. Comment down below what I want to react to next. Subscribe around for 4K by the end of the year. Send me some more videos. I like it. I need to add it to my list. See you all in the next one.